Well, hello and welcome to the Classic Ford Show here in Ardingly in West Sussex. Let's start having a look around at what's here. Since so many cars coming in, I think most of them are parked up now. We're here with the Ford Fairmont, of course. Betty is here, looking resplendent. Thanks very much to Up and Down Videos for giving her a clean. She's looking splendid. Matt Furious Driving's here with the Crown Vic. But yeah, let's go and see what else we can find here. We've got a lot of club displays here. So the first car we're going to explore is this lovely Escort Gear Mark III. Looking absolutely minty perfect. Even got a little dash cover on it. You know, tinted glass, the really nice cloth trim, bit of chrome work. Yeah, a Gear was a fine looking car back in the day. It's from about 1984. The interior is slightly brown. I like it very much. Of course, the Mark III Escort became the Mark IV Escort. Slightly rounded off, but very much fundamentally the same thing. Oh, Mini Hubnut is now enthralled because we have a brace of Mustangs. 65 there, later, bigger 69 and a 66. Yeah, a little 66 convertible. That looks very, very pretty. Next to those, we've got the Ford Anglia 105E Owners Club. And we'll find this van is absolutely gorgeous. Of course, being a van, it reeks of poverty, so we've got just a tiny grille compared to the full blingy version of the regular Anglia saloons. This one's looking quite amazing. Look at the carburetors on that. Oh, lovely. Beautiful cars. Of course, you've got the reverse rake rear window. Very, very stylish. Look at the bandage steel. It's very, very nice. Do like a nice wide tyre. Yeah, that van is just absolutely lovely. Over here, the Sussex Group RS owners. Not that it is exclusively RSs. We've got a little cheeky Fiesta XR8 Mark II there, and then Mark 1 Escorts, Cosworths. Very much setting the scene for the day. I think there's going to be a lot of engine polishing going on. Escort RS Turbo, very, very nice, next to an Escort Cosworth. These are going to be quite a common sight today. Really, an Escort RS Cosworth is a Sierra, which is why the engine's longitudinal. Big turbo. Another Escort, I think that's an RS Turbo again, yeah. It's a mildly modified one. And then we got a nice Escort RS2000 with a droop snoot. And focuses up the back here. These are apparently absolutely hilarious. Sierra Cosy there on the end. So let's jump across because, oh, louvered rear window. Obviously the thing of the season. Mark III Cortina L estate, the gorgeous rising hip line, very, very nice. Got a sound system. He looks well sorted for sounds. I'm loving the wheels on this Escort Fiesta Mark III. It's a late one with the rounded bumpers. Mark 1 Escort, some chunky rubber, looking quite purposeful. Oh, you're quite taken by this one, are you? Yeah, this mad P100 tow truck. It's hard to describe it. It's a remarkable piece of work. Some lovely patination going on. Yeah, like that a lot. Also like this turquoise Mark IV Escort convertible. I bet Miss Hubnut would be all over that. I prefer an estate myself. It uses the same rear lights. Yeah, apparently it's an RS 1600i estate. Not something you'd find from the factory, but easy enough to recreate today. Mark II Granada in primer grey. This German ex-fire Ford Transit. Now, hilariously, they built these Transits in metric in the German factories and Imperial in the UK factories. Lovely. Another RS2000 and an earlier Mark I. It now has Cosworth power and a turbocharger. Look at the rose joints on that.
I don't think that's supposed to be there.
Oh, it is now, so that's all that matters. Mark III Fiestas, very, very nice. The RS turbos. The XR2i had a blue line in the front bumper. The RS turbos had a green one, and 3-spoke alloys, very much of the time. So there's the club. That's very nice, very clean. Yeah, nice selection of cars. And here's a car we may recognise. Do you see this little Fiesta up the back here? You may recall our Brooklands social last year, we revived this little Fiesta with the help of Betty, the Ford Fairmont, and it was purchased by someone. and it's apparently had an awful lot of work. And here it is. It was saved by a Hubnutter, and it's looking a lot better today. So that's a car that was owned by British Airways. They would have used it at Heathrow just for running folk around, and yeah, it's looking incredible. Mk3 Fiesta 1.6S. This was like your warmish hatch, not your hot hatch. That was XR2 RS territory, but warmish for a 1.6 engine. It's going to have plenty of get up and go. It's strange. These cars, the Mk3 Fiestas, were once absolutely everywhere, but now it is strange to see so many of them gathered in one place. Looking a bit barn find over here. There's a left-hand drive Fiesta. Loving the interior on it.
It's a Ford show. I'd be pretty surprised if you didn't see a Ford.
Well, yeah, it's got 15,000 kilometers on it. That looks minty fresh. And look at this. Capital Escort. Looks like a bit like a dealer special. Yeah, it's just a bit dusty. I bet it's lovely under there. But I love seeing stuff that shows that isn't shiny. So that's great to see. Another lineup over here. Nice Capri Mark III, Mark 1 Escort, Mark 2 next to it, so you can see the changes. We've got a Ford Popular here. Ford Popular was the side valve engine still, but it was sold alongside the new Anglia when that first came out. So this was your entry-level poverty spec Ford. Mark 1 Cortina, such pretty things. I'm loving the wheels. Alley cats. I know that because it says alley cats on them. I'm not a wheel geek, unsurprisingly. Mark 1 Escort, again with a choo-choo.
That's a big one.
That's quite a big turbo. Deliciously beige and brown. Mark 2 Escort. Look at the interior. Oh, brown vinyl roof. Look at the camper. That was like an auto sleeper transit conversion there. Mark 1 Escort. Love a four-door saloon. This is a Ford Corsair.
Look at
Yeah. Very unusual styling. You can quite obviously see the link with the Mark 1 Cortina, but these were larger 1.5 or 1.7 V4s, later a 2 litre straight 4. Another Fiesta Mark 2 and another very mean looking Anglia. Cosworths are plenty, of course, absolutely everywhere, rightly so. Nice little Mark III Escort Cabriolet there, but look at this with Hubnut sticker. Ford Scorpio, Scorpio being the posher Granada. They were sold as Scorpios in continental Europe, but Granada was a tag we just loved in the UK. So even though says Scorpio, it also says Granada underneath it. And I remember these feeling so advanced when they came out, because they did things like you put the gearbox in reverse, and if the front wipers were on, the rear one came on. Ooh, lovely cars. This is a facelift Mark III. It has headlamp wipers. It has a Hubnut sticker. Yeah, he waved as he came past there, and there he is. Hello. Very, very nice. Oh, Orion. Technically a Mark 1 Orion based on the Mark III Escort. Looks got the back flash on it. Lovely. Mondeo. Here's a reminder that the Mark III Mondeos are starting to come into the collector fold. More beige going on. It's all good. So I wander around here. RS2000. Oh yes, nice early Sierra. It'll be a gear. The Sierra came out in 1982, so it's anniversary year for the Sierra, and it's easy to lose sight of just how radical it was when it first came out. But there's a Mark II Granada of around the same age behind it. So Ford went from producing stuff like that and the similar Cortina to the jelly mold Sierra. It was a bit much for some people. I love the gear. The wheel trims are lovely, and you also get these rear lights with these black streaks across them. They only did that on the gear, and I just think that looks so cool. This on a 2 litre, you could get a 2.3 litre V6 initially. Ford Cougar, good to see. Cougar based on the Mondeo platform, and of that, you know, Richard Parry Jones time when they really were on it when it came to chassis design. So meant to be a very good car. I'd like to drive one. This Mark II Granada in that colour, absolutely lovely. I don't wish to detract from the blue one. That's also very, very nice, but I just love a metallic red, and that is exceptional. So this is a 2.8 GL, a bit of a mid-range. Your 2.8 gear is nearer the top. There's the Gear X for extra points. But yeah, look at the rear styling. Very, very unusual. Mark II Fiesta in red, my first car. Didn't look like this one. For a start, I had full indicators and not an intake. How cool is that?
What?
Yeah, and another Orion, this one a Mark II based on the Mark IV Escort. Slightly different rear light design. Apparently interchangeable with Ford Cortina rear lamps. The last version of Cortina. Oh yes, look at this. Chinese made Ford Focus. That's quite funky. Like in the Mark IV Escort here as well. Mark IV Escort had these stubby little indicator stalks that they introduced, and you sort of rotate a ring round for the headlamps. I was never very keen on those at the time. I preferred the longer stalks in the Mark III. But what can I say, I was a really boring child. We've got another Mark I Escort here with the square headlamps, a twin cam. Twin cam had the Lotus engine. But I don't think Lotuses came from the factory with bubble arches. Ford Corsair, looking very, very nice. A later Sierra headlamp wiper moment. So it's a facelift Sierra. This has got the smoked rear lights as well. So this is fairly near the end of production. They ran until about 92, and this will be about a 92. XR 4x4. Very, very nice. But we need to... Oh, hello. South African. It's a Sierra XR8. So yes, your regular Sierra, but in South Africa you can have it with a really great V8 engine. How big? How big was this V8 engine? Let's see if we can find out. 5 litre V8 engine. It is an import. They were not sold here. So that is a South African. Lovely. And this is a Ford Taunus coupe. Looks very much like our Mark III Cortina, but Ford Germany was still doing things slightly different. Very, very nice. A Cosworths Capri that someone has created. So another turbocharger moment. We're going to get plenty of those today, including in this Escort right here, in fact, which has also got... Oh, hello. That's been converted to rear-wheel drive then. That is a longitudinal engine. And look at this. Cortina. Is it any surprise that both myself and Matt Furious Driving are lurking around a Cortina cabriolet?
Yeah, this is like moth to a flame, or
yeah.
to something less pleasant.
We both like it very, very much. Yeah. It looks absolutely beautiful. Lovely. Well, there we go. Our paths have collided.
Hello, yeah. The same car.
Oh, car bodies of Coventry. There we go.
Ooh, well spotted.
Yeah.
I don't know if
very nice. No, it doesn't look original, that. No.
I don't want to go to Coventry.
You don't want to go to Coventry? Why not? Pardon? Yeah, you can avoid a chippy. It's fine. We are going. We're talking to Coventry Motor Fest at the moment. We may be there to do something, so we'll see. Yep. See you later. Yeah, so that's cool. Another late Sierra. See, smoke lights are such a thing. These are aftermarket smoke lights, and they look absolutely beautiful. Mark V Cortina estate. Never officially sold as Mark V. As the Cortina 80. And came with last of the line. That's about an 82, maybe even an 83 registration on that. So, yeah. This Anglia is in Lotus colours. So which makes it, well, it's got Lotus badges. So has it got the Lotus twin cam in? No, it's got a Cosworth engine. Of course it has, with turbocharger. Crikey. There never was a Lotus Anglia, but it's an intriguing thought. It would be quite the thing. Oh, I'm going to get horribly excited by tedium again. Just walking over here because I see a Mark VI Ford Escort estate coming in on pepper pots. Wow. So again, that is definitely a contender for Hubnut car of the show because we love our misery. And yeah, Mark VI Escort estate. They have a bad reputation, but really they sorted the car out by Mark VI and finally made it as good as it should be. And they're kind of prepared for the Jaguar X type by building Escorts very well. Yeah, that's looking nice. Another Mark VI Escort next to it. Mark I Fiesta in gold. I'm sorry, we are rushing around this rather a lot, but we've got an awful lot to see. There's a lot of cars, and they're all very, very nice quality. And we're going to see lots of modified cars, but Goodman's parcel shelves mount speakers, brilliant. But yeah. So some stuff is really nicely modified. That's just got a subtle tweak or two. Works really well. People trying to work out where they're going. Another Escort. Look at the exhaust manifold. Simpson exhaust. 2 big Weber carburetors. Really, really nice to see. Mark IV Escort estate over there. Oh, I should have just waited. Now we get a drive-by. Yeah, I like that. I'd only be happier if that was a diesel. Mark II Fiestas, variously, wherever you look. Mark I Escort coming in. Nice. And another Cosy headlamp wiper moment. Yeah, so many cars. But look at this. Beautiful Mark I Cortina with a Wayne Mitchell engine, apparently. I like that. It's so cleanly done. And if you look inside, it looks bone stock. So shut the bonnet, and no one's any the wiser. I like that. I like my mods to be subtle. Got a Mark I Capri here. I think it might be a RS because it's got the big wing on the back. Big V6 engine. Yeah. Oh, hello. V8, in fact. You never know what's lurking under a bonnet, do you? Big fat arches on this RS2000. So much more beige. 1970s really was the decade of beige. Yeah, Mini Hubnut was quite excited by these Capris. This one looks subtle. It really isn't. It makes a monstrous noise, but this one shouts about it a little more. Look at the double supercharger setup and quite the bonnet scoop. So yeah, I imagine these are very quick. There's some big fat rubber on the back. Yeah, drag race. Ford 350 ramp truck with Mark I Escort on the back. This sounded nice. It's hiding a turbo diesel of some sort. Oh, this lovely Mark II Escort estate. Very nice. Ford Torino. That's dwarfing this poor little Fiesta. I think absolutely enormous. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go on.
It also has a turbo.
Has a turbo as well as superchargers. That's just silly. Yeah, Mark II Escort used the Mark I body shell, so slightly softer lines around the windscreen than the Mark II Escort saloon, and still got the hip kink of the Mark I. Oh, rear wiper, very fancy. Mark II Capri, fairly soon sort of evolved into the Mark III, the final of them, and BTCC looking Mondeo. Right, meaty.
It's twin turboed.
Yeah, he's not wrong, you know. We've come back. It's twin supercharger and twin turbo. Madness. Hold on, the big Torino's having a burble. We've got an Escort van that's been modified into an RS one. I like the Escort vans. I think they're a really nice piece of design with a little extra cab window just for a bit of better visibility. So yeah, that is very nice. I'm really liking this Granada Estate or Scorpio, depending on spec. It looks like a Scorpio. Look, it's got all the leather going on. And the V6 Cologne engine with fuel injection. It's got one headlamp wiper. We have one headlamp wiper moment. Another nice Capri burbling in. Just taking a look at this Mark I Escort estate, and you can see what I was saying. It's got the same rounded windscreen profile. You know, here's another Mark I Escort rounded again, whereas the Mark II much squarer in terms of overall look. Another Escort Cosworth, that is the colour to have, that metallic blue. And another Mark IV Escort estate. And coming in, I see a Mark II Cortina, my dad's first car back in the day. Lovely. That one, a 1600E. Mark I Escort, Mark IV RS Turbo Escort. Lovely. And over here, a left-hand drive Cortina. Very early, I think, because early ones were sold as the Consul Cortina alongside the Consul Classic. There are some Consul Classics and Consul Capris here, but we'll try and have a look at. Yeah, nice. 1500 Deluxe. The original Hot Fiesta, the XR2. Well, there was a Super Sports, but XR2 became the default one. A very nice Mark I example there. Granada sailing serenely in. It's a gear. Nice. Very smooth. And I wonder what we've got on here. The great unveiling. We just don't know, folks, what's lurking within. We've got some Cortinas here. We've got the Cortina 80 or Mark V next to a Mark IV. So you can see the subtle differences. They basically just changed the indicators a bit, really, and fitted some slightly bigger windscreen wipers. But one of my favourite Fords, the original Sierra XR8, fuel injection headlamp washers. They modified the body shells, so what should be one piece of glass now has a piece of metal in the middle. And of course, the bi-wing rear spoiler. Just so 1980s. Absolutely love it. Here's another rare Sierra. Not so rare in continental Europe, but we didn't get these. This is a facelift Sierra, 3-door. So it's got the bigger side windows, huge side door. We only got these as 5 doors, or the 4-door Sapphire as here. That's a 2000E, I think. They did a 2000E Sierra, which had all the luxury, leather seats and everything. Yeah, Sapphire 2000E, there we go. A police Sierra. Whoop whoop. Automatic, intriguing. Cortina 1600E. Most of the surviving Mark II Cortinas are 1600Es. They were the plusher model, and that's what Ford were going for with the Sierra 2000E. It was kind of meant to be the Van den Pla of Fords. Another lovely Cortina Crusader here on the Mark V. And look at the rear lights on the Mark I Cortinas. I hope I'm not going to get copyrighted for this music. I have no choice over it. Transit land. Let's go and have a look in transit land. Got another left-hand drive Mark 1. I think we're yet to see a right-hand drive Mark 1. I think the longer front end suggests it's a diesel, because it was originally designed for a V4 petrol engines. Germany had its own V4 engines. We had our own V4s in the UK. And another left-hand drive transit, this time a Mark II. Very much a gentle reskinning of the Mark 1. Rather mean-looking Anglia here. And oh, now what Mark Transit is this? I'd call it a Mark III facelift, but some people might call it a Mark IV. It's got the smiley grille, and yeah, a rare sight. Lovely to see one here. Mark II Mondeo, good to see. V6, nice. Oh wow, we're in top Ford land apparently. Some very nice cars. Another Cortina there, looking very low and moody. Mark I Capri. Yeah, so nice. Of course, Fords, perhaps more than any car, were just street furniture, really. So lovely to see. Oh, this is really nice. Turbocharged, of course. Lovely sort of bronze colour. Got the folding roof. Has it got the black tail panel? Oh no, it's still body colour. That's very, very nice. Yeah, another beige Mark II Escort Saloon. Lovely Granada coupe, 3-litre engine. These are lovely cars, really stylish. I think the German ones, oddly, had a hip kink that the UK market ones didn't have. A very stylish car. Sort of very rakish, lovely sort of curved rear lights. It's a fine looking motor vehicle. And next to it, this may have been at our Brooklands meet, not part of it, in the Ford show next to it. It's a Ford Consul Capri, or Ford Classic Capri. I always get the thing muddled. So first use of the Capri name. This one done up in the Lotus style, and it has got a Lotus twin cam engine. So wouldn't have come from the factory like that, but it's been very nicely modified. I think they're showing off their wheel well, probably. Should we go and have a look? Yeah, they want to show you how clean their brake discs are. That is the very definition of the word clean. Oh, Capri 280. 280s were the last of the line. By 1986, the only country buying Capris was the UK. Germany, even though it was building the Capri, they weren't sold there anymore. Things had moved on, but we couldn't get enough of them. Loving this Mark I Escort. You can tell it's a slightly sporty one because it's got the split bumpers. It's a GT, which was the first warmish. It's only a 1300 engine, so you know, don't get carried away. Cortina Mark II, Ford Pop packing a Rover V8 engine. Quick, shut the bonnet, don't let anyone see that. Ooh. Oh, here's a treat, a Tickford Capri. Very, very of its time, the sort of slab-like front end, a big chunky body kit. So yeah, there's a couple of these living not too far away from me. So Yeah. Very a big wing on the back. So screaming 1980s. Love it. I apologise for the compare in the background, but RS2000 modified Mark 1 Escort Estate. Love them Escort Estates, they look beautiful. Corsair police car, sensible offers invited. Unfortunately, I haven't got any way of making a sensible offer, so I better stay quiet. Ford Escort Mark 1 Estate. Very, very lovely. Oh, this, look at the colour. Almost looks like a British Leyland colour, dare I say it. Very, very nice. Love it. We are running around a bit because the show is opening now. The old Duratec V6 in the Mondeo. Oh, the driver has lost too much weight. That's unfortunate. Another Mark 1 Escort Estate. And another Mustang. Very, very nice. Very, very green. Little, dinky little Mark 1 Fiesta. Ford Puma. And a Galaxy that's come all the way from the Netherlands, where I was just a few days ago. So hello to Dutch Ford fans. I've got Mark II Zodiac over here. I will say I was hoping for a bit more of the sort of classic era Fords. And it's perhaps not surprising, but a lot of it is the more modern side of things. But yeah, look at this. This is the Consul Capri in a sort of minty, brilliant colour. I'm loving that. Yeah, wow. Very, very nice. We've got a Mark III Zodiac over here. Much bigger car than the Mark IIs. Very, very nice. The old Z cars. So that's a Zodiac, that's the range topper. You got the Zephyr and the Consul beneath it with 4 and 6 cylinders. Mark 1 Escort on the end. Look at that for a colour. This Capri GT. Absolutely magnificent. So yeah. Really nice turnout cars, really nice mix. I'm just going to go back over here because that's a Mark V Escort RS2000, and I think at the time people regarded it as a bit of a limp revival of the RS2000 name, but I quite like Mark V Escorts for all their faults, and for all I wind up miss Hubnut, but Mark 5s and 6s are terrible. It's just play acting really, because I just think it's a really nice shape, especially around the rear. I really like the rear styling. But yeah, very, very criticised when it came out. Another Capri here. This one looking a little more unrestored, I'm going to say. The interior is magnificent. Have a sniff of that. Oh yeah.
Oh yes, it smells like that.
Yeah, quality vinyl. Capri laser, lower spec model. Very, very nice. And yeah, an awful lot to see. So we shall keep patrolling. But I think we've got to get back to the store, haven't we, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's coming in now.
Yeah, we've got Hubnutters to meet, so we're going to head over there now and say hello. Well, we better do some more exploring. This was the great unveiling of a huge crowd to see these cars unveiled, like this Mark II Fiesta van with ZTEC power and throttle bodies by the look of it. Quite nice. Big arched Mark 1 Escort with all of the trumpets going on. That looks distinctly Vauxhall, don't mention it to anyone. Lovely Mark 1 Escort here, 1600 GT. And then we've got another Mark 1 over here with another amazing exhaust manifold and a pair of big carburetors. But yeah, we're getting late in the day now. People are starting to leave. Drones are skimming over our heads as we speak. But yeah, it's been quite the show. Yeah, they reckon somewhere around 1,000 Fords. So 700 Japanese cars last weekend, now 1,000 Fords, and yeah, it's been quite a spectacle. Let's go see if there's anything else we can spot that's turned up since we last filmed. Oh, we must pay homage to the ice cream van, which is a Ford Transit, pre-Smiley. Very nice, Mark III Transit. The ice cream is very good as well. Here go the Anglias. Yeah, very much home time o'clock, I think. Here comes that Taunus again, a better look to have a proper look around it. Oh, he's won a Rosette. Excellent, in the top 10 cars of the show. Well done. Oh, now people are being pillocks. Oh, that's just lovely. And that's won a prize as well. Beautiful.
I love this bit.
Love those. Known as the Free Graces, that generation. Ford Focus. And here we go, that Ford Orion again. And the Granada. See you again. Yeah, so everyone is fast departing. What has been a very enjoyable show. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget you can head to the store. We will have these online by the time you see this. If you fancy an AU shirt, there goes the classic Capri. Oh, lovely. And yeah, look forward to seeing you in a future video. Farewell.